I went to New Orleans. That was my first time visiting the South. I like hip hop. I like R&B, and I like black people. So I would go to like the black clubs, and I would be like the token white guy. I visited a Plantation. I went to a black R&B club.
Okay.
And ate fried chicken.
Oh wow! So
There's
you
a
did
lot of-
you did
there's a
the
lot of-
past, present, and future,
yeah.
of the blackness.
This is my only bet. That's the only. I have a. Hey.
Hey.
Hello, Gabe.
Hi everybody.
Bonjour, Gabriel.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno.
Oh, soda water everywhere. Assalamu alaikum, buddy.
What's up, everybody? Hey, everybody on the internet.
Hey, friends, fans. Click subscribe, follow.
Yeah, leave a comment. We're gonna be controversial. We're gonna say some shit. So give us your opinion.
Not in the first 10 minutes
Panties?
because the algorithm is still God.
Do you go commando or do you wear underwear? Let us know.
I sleep commando.
Commando?
Nothing.
Nothing? Not
Like-
even a shirt?
Nothing.
Not even like a little pant?
Nothing. Naked.
Not even like a tie or like
Nope.
spectacles or...
Top hat.
But wait, you wear a sleep mask?
No.
I thought you
My
wore a
whole
sleep
room
mask.
is a sleep mask.
Okay.
So I wear, my whole room is dark
Yeah.
so that I don't have to wear a sleep mask.
Do you think Zorro wears a sleep mask to go to bed? He goes...
How are you, Gabe? I missed you, man.
Yeah,
I saw you Sunday, but we were working so hard. We didn't get
yeah,
to
I know it's hard. It's
talk.
like it's just all just work and no
Yeah.
play, you know. Yeah, no, things are finally doing good.
Finally.
Finally.
What was wrong?
You know, the world's a turbulent place.
Why are you worried about the world, Gabe? Every time we start this podcast, you have worries that are unfounded and doesn't affect you at all.
Ah.
We're pawns. We're nothing.
Okay,
We're
if you want,
just
if I'm gonna be honest about my life, what's going on right
Please.
now? My
Claire is pregnant.
no, that would be a nice thing. But the Soda Stream, my Soda Stream gas is
Yeah?
running out of gas. Slowly,
Okay, Amazon.
Yeah.
Go to the slave market and buy.
Eventually, yeah, I'll probably have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been ordering stuff off Amazon because remember Amazon used to be like cheap,
Yeah.
and now it's not really that cheap anymore. It's
Yeah.
like basically the same price as if you
Yeah.
went to the store.
But
So
you
all
have
you get is
convenience.
you get the convenience.
Exactly.
That's the only part
Yeah.
you get. Eventually, they're gonna cut that out somehow. You're gonna have to
No.
drive.
no.
They're gonna make you, or
So
they're gonna,
why would Amazon exist?
I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
someone will replace
because
it.
all the other stores
Yeah.
will die.
Yes.
And then they'll be like, okay, then in order to get your toys or whatever,
Yeah.
take like an Amazon bike. You got a
Yeah.
bike now all the way to the Amazon factory
Listen.
on the Amazon road that they make
Comfort,
specifically.
If you want to make money,
Mhm.
comfort and
Yeah.
what's the word we used?
Reliability.
Not reliability.
Oh, convenience.
Convenience. Comfort
Yeah.
and convenience is a
I know.
great way to make money. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
we have Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Yeah,
The second that Amazon decides to get shitty,
yeah.
someone will take.
But the thing
will
is,
take its
all the stores
Yeah.
are just all gonna die, and the
Yeah.
only one store is gonna be. There's gonna be the three things. There's gonna be Amazon,
place. Walmart,
KFC,
KFC,
like
There's
whatever,
like two of them in
or
Canada.
Taco Bell or whatever. Like
Taco Bell also disappeared.
or McDonald's then.
McDonald's. Yes.
McDonald's, and then that's it. And then what's left? I don't know. And then they're gonna be like, oh, to cut costs, let's get rid of any convenience part because
Yeah.
fuck the customer.
Yeah, of course.
And then eventually we're gonna
Yeah,
have
but
to.
someone will take their place.
Yeah, but the thing is, Amazon is so big. Like,
Yeah.
if that crumbles, that's like a million people committing
There used
suicide.
to be a time where Amazon was not the biggest.
Yeah.
And then human innovation to
true.
make money.
But it's gonna. By the
Greed.
time a new person
Yeah.
comes, we're all gonna be gone. We're gonna be dead. It's gonna be like
we'll be fine.
50 years from now, we're gonna be so old. We're gonna be like, fuck it. I'm so used to just being fucked in the
Also,
ass anyway.
if in 50 years, I hope I won't have to buy as many things. Imagine you're 90 and you still need to buy so many things.
Of course, yeah.
What
You
do you
gotta
need to buy
toilet
your-
paper, not toilet paper.
No, we'll all have
phone
bidets.
books.
Yeah, phone books to wipe your ass with. I get it. I see
You
your
know,
point.
like you're gonna wanna, the space pills in the future, like your steak and your pills. You
Yeah,
know?
but those are always delivered. Like Jean Coutu delivers pills
Yeah.
for old people.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried. Why are you worried about such things? You should, again, the gas. By the way, you can buy it or you can just refuel it. I'm pretty sure
I
you
could
can
burp.
buy.
I'll just burp.
You'll
into-
burp
Yeah.
into your soda water and then give it to Claire and say.
I don't know how much. I'm drinking a lot of soda water. I should not.
Yeah.
Drink.
Oh, that's why you're switching. You don't really want soda water today. You want something
Ye-
different.
I do love the coconut that you always give me. The
Yeah, I
coconut.
have
Oh,
one.
it's so good. But whatever, I'll have it. It's fine. It's got like a
Mm.
Coke.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
It's a lot of.
It's funny.
combo.
What we're talking about? We're talking about slavery.
Yeah,
Amazon.
dude.
So for those who don't know, I just came back from New Orleans. This is
Mm.
why I'm wearing these cool beats.
Yeah. He's trans now.
I'm trans.
Trans athlete.
So cool. It's a beautiful. Have you ever been?
No, never.
Where you've been in the States?
Florida.
Okay.
I've driven through Georgia. I've driven through North Carolina, South Carolina. I've been to Vermont. I've been to New Hampshire. I've been to Maine.
Oh wow. Okay.
I've been to New York State, and I think that's it.
Okay, you visited a few.
Yeah,
places.
a few places. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I went to New Orleans. That was my first time
okay.
visiting the South.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah,
visited
no.
Miami, but I don't consider Miami
No, that's like the
and
Cuba.
Vegas. That's not the South.
No,
don't think.
that's like a fake. It's like Macau. It's like
Yeah.
a made up city.
Exactly. Yeah, but it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. It's beautiful. Went there with my best friend, and as I was
Yeah.
telling you, like it's so awesome to be nearly 100 years old and still be able to go on trips
Yeah.
with your best friend. It's just
Yeah.
him and I.
How did he like it?
Oh, he loved it.
Did he?
Oh,
But you know how
fucking
he's
had
like,
so much-
we all went to England together, right?
Yeah.
And like, we'd be at somewhere that's amazing,
Yeah.
and I would be like, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "That's him."
That's
He just smiles.
Well, we have a special bond, so he's more
Yeah.
maybe himself around
Yeah.
me, you know.
But is he like, "Woo"?
A little bit more, yeah.
No.
Not like "Wah!" but yes, he's more
True. No one's really like that as you get older.
exactly
I'm
without
not-
cocaine. No,
Yeah.
it's like woo.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so fun. I'm so lucky, man. I swear, I'm so lucky. Comedy's going well.
Yeah.
And I have enough money to. I know it's funny, but ever since I started working out
Yeah.
and comedy's going well,
Yeah.
I feel like a millionaire. Like,
Yeah.
I'm Ubering, like Uber Eats, ordering food. I'm like, I'm a millionaire. Like, I'm
Too
not a
dr-
millionaire, but I feel like a
Too
millionaire.
blessed to be stressed.
Exactly. I'm too blessed to be stressed. This is
Yeah.
such a, I feel high. You know, it's great. Like, it's, what a good feeling, man.
Yeah.
So anyways, so I went there with my best friend and we got there and we just partied literally like every night, except one night because we got I got so drunk one day. You'd be so proud of me.
Really?
Oh my God, I got so drunk.
Bunch of whiskey or tequila.
I was just straight tequila on
Wow.
ice. And the way they pour their drinks is like it's like the bartender at our
Yeah.
show.
Oh,
Just like,
big pours.
like I can have a single tequila and it just gives me this much
Oh
tequila.
man, that's awesome.
And I had like 20 of those. Oh, it was so crazy.
Damn, and you woke up the next day.
That-
I think I texted you that day. You're like,
yeah.
bro, I'm dead.
Oh, I think no. That was the first night. That happened again the next day. I got. You don't understand. I don't remember really going. If it wasn't with me, because he was drinking Coors Light.
Okay.
Like he was smart about it. Like he knew what we were gonna drink. a
Yeah,
lot,
it's
so
like
he
half
just-
water, half a little bit of malt
Oh,
liquor.
nothing. It was just someone's like, he just like did this. There's no booze in Coors Light.
I
There's nothing.
know,
It's
but it's
bread.
like was it hot?
the Coors Light.
Sorry, the weather.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, I was wearing this, and
was
that
it
was
sunny?
nice. It was very sunny. I had a little spring jacket on.
Because Coors Light's good when it's hot. You know, when you're working on a roof.
Oh, we're dancing a lot,
Yeah.
and we're shaking, and yeah.
You're shaking.
I was.
You're shaking.
I love to dance, man. I was shaking it.
shaking your booty.
Yeah, shaking my booty with
Okay.
so many cool black people.
Wow.
It's so funny how racism exists,
Yeah, big time.
but what exists more than racism
Yeah.
is people are way more comfortable with people their own color.
Really?
Because there's one street in New Orleans that is known, like this is a place where you go and party. It's called Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
So it's just, imagine when we were young. I don't know if you remember, when we were young, there's clubs that had different rooms. And you'd go to the R&B room, and then you go to the techno room. Now imagine, instead of it being a club,
Oh, sorry.
it's a whole street.
Oh, wow.
So it's
Okay.
a whole street
Yeah,
with
yeah,
like
club.
50 bars.
It's like the touristy, like super. That's where everybody goes.
the music
Yeah.
is super loud.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're walking on the street and you can barely speak
Damn.
with your friend.
Wow.
Everyone's drinking on the street.
I hear everyone. Apparently, people puke a lot. That's what I don't know anything about it. Anytime I hear anybody talk about New Orleans, they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, they puke,"
There's some puking happening.
but it's normal.
I think I saw one person or two people puke. It's funny because we got there on Tuesday, so we saw like the degeneracy
Yeah.
get bigger from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Oh,
Friday.
wow.
Friday, just like the summit. We weren't there on Saturday, but it was like crazy.
Wow.
Very fun. Yeah. So you would walk in and there's like I like hip hop, I like R&B, and I like black people. So I would go to like the black clubs and I'd be like the token white guy. I'm like, hey, bump and grinding with a 300-pound black girl. It's
but hold
so
on.
fun.
Did you get let's say, a variety of different tastes of New Orleans, or did you go full black? Did you go black? Did you only go black?
I went. Well, it's a very black city because
But the
slavery
thing is,
kind of started.
it's a very
over there.
Did it?
So I visited a plantation.
Wow.
I went to a black R&B club
Okay.
and ate fried chicken.
Oh wow! So
There's
you
a
did
lot of-
you did
there's
the
a lot of-
past, present, and future,
yeah.
of the blackness.
Their black people are cooler than our black people. I gotta say.
100%. The black
So-
people here all speak French and they're all crackheads.
What? That's not inside.
But
Like they're so talented with what they do. I kind of get slavery. Like slavery is wrong, but if you're gonna get slaves, get the black option every time.
Yeah, shit.
They're the best.
So
oh
wait, wait,
God,
wait.
this is bad.
Okay. So you landed in New Orleans.
I landed in New Orleans.
How far away is the airport from your hotel?
We took a bus.
Mhm.
It was like an hour, but I fell asleep on the bus.
Okay.
So
okay.
Guillaume was like the guy supervising.
Yeah.
He's very good at geolocation because he's a robot.
Geolocation?
Not geolocation. I'm good at geolocation.
Geolocation?
He's good at geolocation.
Oh, okay.
Like he can look at a map and
Yeah,
he's like,
and spot the
and
Jews.
then so stupid. That's my job. Kind of jealous. If you had this
Yeah,
would be
I
dope.
know.
So anyway, yeah, we land on Tuesday. We get there.
What was that? Was it Airbnb or was it a
No,
hotel?
Holiday Inn. At the
Oh, okay,
Holiday
okay.
Inn.
Yeah, like did it have a pool?
They did, but it was as big as the sofa. It was so funny. We get to the hotel and
Yeah.
I'm walking, so I'm like, woohoo! So it's two double beds.
No, that's
And so it's like it's nice. 5th floor. We had a view of the parking lot.
cool. Okay.
So it's a Holiday Inn. It's like 2 or
Yeah,
3
yeah.
stars. It's nothing fancy.
Yeah, nothing fancy.
And I'm walking on the carpet, and like, hey, isn't the carpet very wet? He's like, and we were like, oh, it was very wet. Like they washed it,
Okay, yeah.
but it was still extremely wet. So we had like a wet
Fuck.
carpet for 2 days.
Damn, you have to wear fucking slippers.
So we went downstairs and like, hey, our carpet is wet, and they're like, so they just put fans on it to dry it.
That's so funny.
That's
Like,
a 2-star hotel. That's what.
yeah,
happened.
it's
I'm
true.
not gonna get angry.
Yeah, it's true. If this was like if my mom was anywhere around, she would end up like not only getting a refund but like becoming the CEO of Mel somehow. Like that's her payback.
Probably. We
I know,
could have
but it's
gotten
too
another
much-
room, but I'm like,
too
I don't-
much,
'cause
yeah.
A wet carpet means that the carpet is clean, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
dirtiest thing, next to like fucking the toilet bowl in a bedroom.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
everyone just, I'm imagining
Piss.
everyone just coming on the carpet.
Yeah,
Sorry, I have a hole in my jeans. Everyone is coming and shitting on the
Yeah,
carpet before
shitting.
they leave. Like
Yeah,
this is what
yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
So we had like a clean carpet at least. So that's
good.
nice.
It's very nice. Thank you.
So yeah, Bourbon Street, amazing. So we get there and we're walking, and we'd go dancing, and you go bar hopping from one bar to the other.
Okay.
There's a lot of live music. New Orleans, it's a city of music and jazz
Yeah.
and cool black people.
So what music did you see?
Here's the thing. Bourbon Street, there's a lot of tourists that go to Bourbon
Yeah.
Street, so it's a lot of like really, really, really good bands,
Uh-huh.
but they're all playing covers.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's only covers and really, really, really white people going. I can buy myself flowers. It's like, shot through the heart,
oh,
and
geez.
you're to blame. Like the whole crowd was like, "Rah!"
Wow.
It was.
Damn.
What I like about I don't want to say his name because I don't know how much he wants. So let's not say my friend's name with who
Okay,
I went
yeah,
because
yeah.
I think he wants to stay private.
Sure.
We're kind of we always felt like aliens because we have different minds, but we think similarly, and we like to observe people. So it was like nice just to aliens, just watching this exchange of energy.
Yeah.
We'd be like,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of live music. People are dancing. I forgot that people dance to live music. I don't have. I like when I watch live music. I want to watch.
Really?
I'm like that's because I'm impressed. But
yeah.
like the
It
guy
depends
is
on
on a
the-
guitar. He's like,
Yeah.
and the girl like with a voice.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
Yeah, it's true,
Anyone
yeah,
who's
yeah.
able to do that. So I don't want to. I want to observe. I'm like, holy moly, this is.
Yeah, it's true. No, absolutely. Like whenever I go see live music, the first song I'm usually like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
And then I start. Then like I think the band is aware of that. If
Yeah.
it's a really
Yeah.
seasoned band,
Yeah.
they usually start with like a song that kind of gets you acclimated,
Yeah.
and then they start to rock out, and then you can
Yeah.
like go into it
Yeah.
and play like
Yeah.
familiar favorites and shit like that. But like,
I was still blown away. Like
Yeah.
maybe because I haven't seen live
Yeah,
music
yeah.
in so long. Because I remember when I went to see Jamiroquai, I danced for like 600 songs in a row.
wow, okay, yeah,
But this I was like, whoa, just blown away.
yeah,
So you'd go there, a bunch of old, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. It's mostly people. I would say like it was maybe work.
Mhm.
Like everyone from the same company. The boss is like, let's all go to New Orleans, get
Okay.
drunk.
okay,
So everyone like mid 30s, I would say. The weekends there's a lot more like younger people. So anyway, so we go there, we're dancing, listening to live music, and then you go to the black clubs.
Mhm.
The black club is just a DJ
Yeah.
and just spinning songs, and I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah.
my second
Was
home.
it similar? Did it have a New Orleans twang to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I square dance to black
No
songs.
way. That's so cool.
Because there's they have their own southern rap, right? And southern hip hop.
Yeah.
And there's one that is I listen. If I would listen to it right now, I wouldn't recognize it because I was out of here.
But is it
But it's
southern rap like cowboy rap?
No, it's black
or,
people.
Or like
You know,
LL
Atlanta.
Yeah,
Atlanta
Atlanta
has
rap.
its
Yeah,
own-
like not who's the
Ludacris.
Ludacris. And
Ludacris,
who's the other guy? Ti or whatever. He's Atlanta rap.
Andre 3000, isn't he from?
Yeah. He's like yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the
Shake it like a
yeah.
Polaroid
Andre, yeah, he
picture.
was in that band. What the fuck's
Yeah.
that band called? I don't even know.
Two black guys. One of them who like dogs, and one of them who's like really cool and sexy.
Yeah, Michael Vick and
No. Michael, Outcast.
Yeah, Outcast. Yeah.
So they it's funny because everyone knows that song,
Yeah.
and we're like, I don't know that song, but I can follow a rhythm.
Yeah.
So I'm like dancing, and then I see everyone getting into a square dancing, and like to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Now
Wow.
shake your foot forward. Now turn. I'm like, I'm gonna totally dance to that.
Dude,
So fun.
Cowboys, man.
But it's like all black people, and they
Yeah.
had like the smooth motions and nice. So
It's-
Saturday at the Black Club was really fun because you had like really good black dancers, and when you're a really good black dancer, people like they're like, okay, no, he's good. Like they give you space.
Yeah.
So the black guy's like just,
Wow.
and everyone's like, wow, dancing. I'm like,
That's
yeah.
cool.
And I'm standing there just
Yeah. You know, I had okay. This is nothing to do with black people or nothing even to do with hip hop. But I was at an Irish wedding.
Nice.
And they had a circle.
Yeah.
And, you know, like remember like in Titanic, where they're all like
Yeah.
dancing, like they take turns dancing in the middle, or like someone dances and then you grab something.
Yeah.
So I did that. This guy grabbed me. I went in the middle and I started dancing, but I don't know how to do it. So I started moving my hips like I was like, and everyone was like, hey. And then I grabbed somebody really quick because they were. I swear to God, in my head, I thought they're all gonna lose their shit at my dancing, and no, I had to.
But you dance. You love to dance. I've seen you with your wife. You
Yeah,
love dancing.
I like dancing.
Dancing is so fun. So anyway, so that was a black experience, and then someone had to get, like, I think a guy was choking a girl or something. So I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, there was a bit of violence, but it's alcohol, you know, whatever. So we go to another bar, and then so we had there was like a Latino bar, and then that was really packed, and there was a black bar that was really packed, and there was like a white bar, and we just saw people going. I'm like, oh, let's go check it out. We don't know it was a white bar. We're walking, and it's like, dude, a sea of like the children of Trump supporters.
Wow.
Just white. First of all, the light is fully on because everyone wants to know how white you are.
Okay.
The light is like you can see everyone's color.
But is it
everyone's like a tad orange because it's a fake tan, or well, actually maybe they're tan.
Okay.
But it's like
So
white.
it's just a regular bar.
Yeah, but
There's like music playing.
yeah, there's music playing.
But the lights are fully on.
Just fully on,
like this.
like this.
Why?
I don't know why. There was a dance floor. Even the dance floor had a lot of light on.
That's
Everyone was
so
square dancing
weird.
to like cowboy country songs.
Okay, I think I know. I think I understand. It's kind of like somewhere where like you could find like Hank Hill doing it.
Exactly, but it was like
it was all wooden.
hot. Yeah, a lot of wood. Just hot, gorgeous, white
Really?
boys and girls.
Did they have like pigtails?
And
And like
they're not Slavic or something, but they're like Joe Slavic. No, but they are like Joe Slavic white, like
Okay, okay.
Alberta, just white, gorgeous, all of
Really?
them, gorgeous.
Ah.
But it's, you think about it, but it was like a single type of hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like the
I know
hot
what you
white
mean.
girl, there's like 2 or 3 types of.
They got like big cheeks.
big tits too. Some of them, but like petite. They're all like none. But you go to a black club, but there's like I
Yeah,
think the
there's a range.
variety of black hotness, like because you see like a big girl, like maybe 200 pounds,
Wow, that's huge.
just gigantic titties and gigantic ass, and she's like, but she had like a beautiful face,
Uh-huh.
and you won't see that in the white club. The
No.
white club, they all look like. What's the name of the website, the porn website that got arrested for human trafficking? That was pretty good.
Oh,
Girls do porn.
Yeah, yeah,
You know how like all the girls kind of look
All
the
look
same?
the same. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
That was the white bar.
Yeah,
And there
yeah.
was like a cow that you can ride. What do you call it?
You mean the women from the Black Club?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
jeez.
Ooh.
Oh, Oh no, I'm
Oy,
sorry.
uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh god.
I didn't say that. Oy, go.
Woo, okay, we're back.
What's it called? Mechanical bull?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There was a mechanical bull at the White Club. But I walked in, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of hot girls, you know. But I'm like, this is not, I don't feel,
Yeah.
even though I look very white, I didn't feel, then I went back to the Black Club and it was nice.
But it's because like they're all like if they're young and they look like that, they're probably all into super white blonde dudes with like you know like the football player.
But I look
or
like
whatever.
the racist uncle. Like
Yeah,
I can,
yeah.
I feel, I have no doubts about getting white girls. That's not my fear at all. That's not
Okay.
that. It's just that I'm like, this is not like the music I wasn't feeling the music. There was a lack of rhythm.
Was there a lot of Coors Light being drunk there?
Oh, 100%. Oh,
I feel
whiskey, Coors Light.
If I would love,
just cute boys. They're so cute.
I would love to be like surly, have like spurs on my feet, brimmed hat, leather jacket.
There were people wearing that like non-ironically.
Oh fuck!
It's
Drinking bud.
It's a wild city. It's a wild city. It was very nice. And then okay, so in case you know what this comes from, like what's the
the beads.
So in New Orleans, I thought it was only in movies, but in New Orleans, there's a lot about all the bars. Most bars have balconies, so you stand upstairs and you have beads.
Okay.
And you're like, show us your tits.
Really?
And girls lift their shirt and then you throw
beads.
Now, if you're just 2-3 guys, everyone's like, ugh, get the fuck away. But we got lucky one day. We went to a bar, had cool music, and we wanted to go upstairs. And the lady was like, oh, this is VIP. I'm like, I need to know why is this VIP. So I paid the extra $10 just to go upstairs, and it was just a bar.
Oh, okay.
But there was like a bunch of girls on the balcony throwing beads. So we walk in, I befriend them. I'm like, oh, this girl's getting married. This is her whore night. What do you call?
Bachelorette.
Whore night. So this is her whore night. So she's like, woo, showing titties and throwing beads. We befriended them. And it's so much easier to get girls to show you their tits if you're with other women.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Because it's like,
Don't worry, I'll
it's my friend. Let's give him a name. What do you want to call him?
Johnny.
Johnny. So it's Johnny, myself, and like 7 women. And they're all dressed sexy because it's the whore night. So, God, it was so fun. Just like, show us your tits. And then you would throw beads and girls would flash their tits.
Johnny yelled out, show us your tits?
I think Johnny, no, Johnny did not.
Okay.
I did. Because I was next to a girl and she's like, I'm going to teach you. I'm like, I've seen tits based on my charm and my wit. I've never screamed, show me your tits. That doesn't work on me.
Yeah.
It's like, this is how you do it. And we saw like at least 12 pairs of tits.
Wow.
And guys would come and then they would show their tits. Like, dude, no one wants to see your tits. Show me
that.
something you're insecure about, like your income or something.
Yeah.
You know, don't. But it was. It's not a degenerate city like Las Vegas. I find Las Vegas it's very sin city.
Okay.
I find New Orleans is a bon vivant.
Okay. Fun.
Because we ate amazing food. Creole food is so good. Cajun food is so good. Seafood, fish, delicious. I ate oysters. Oh God.
Cool. Barbecue? Is there barbecue there?
Yeah. Well, here's a funny story. So we will leave on Saturday morning.
Okay.
Saturday morning. We partied Friday night as well. Saturday in the morning we wake up. We slept like 3-4 hours. We get in a plane. We had a pit stop, not pit stop. What do you call it? Layover in Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and we had 6 hours. So Guillaume and I were like, dude, let's just go let's leave the airport. Let's go discover Atlanta. Yeah. So we get in an Uber, and we go to like the most famous barbecue place in Atlanta.
Really?
And we ate I ate beef. What do you call it?
Brisket.
Brisket and amazing chicken wings. Just delicious chicken wings. And Guillaume got the pork and the brisket. We ate so much meat. I must have eaten 1.5 pounds of just meat in Atlanta. And then we got back in the Uber and went back to the airport.
That's pretty sick.
I never left. I never did this. I never left an airport.
No, I never. I'm so scared the airport leaves early for some reason.
The airport leaves.
The airport left. Oh, it's gone.
But we're like,
the airport went on the airplane.
Let's continue this bon vivant. Just the idea of stopping, because Atlanta, honestly, I have nothing.
Yeah.
Like it was a neighborhood restaurant. It was just really well rated, and we ate so much.
Nice.
What an amazing trip! And then I come back and my car's under 10 feet of
10
snows.
snowed so much. It was crazy.
Yeah, I saw the news.
Yeah, I'm going away to Cuba.
Cuba, that's it. You decided? I thought it was Mexico.
No. We bought tickets
Nice.
February 20th.
Nice. 20. That's
I think it's like Monday.
Monday. Okay, and you're coming back Monday.
Monday. Yeah, Monday. And I don't know if the food's gonna be good there. I'm scared. Actually, I'm not
cares?
scared. I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck.
It's gonna be like
You're gonna have alcohol poisoning before you
I
get food
know,
poisoning.
I know.
Let's be honest.
But the thing is, like, I love. I've been to Jamaica and they have like amazing food there. I've
Yeah.
been to Cuba. The food's okay. I've been to Dominican. The food's really good there. But I don't know. Apparently,
Like the food can be bad.
I know. But when I went to Cuba once, the food was like. The thing is, like, they run out of shit. Like, you'd be like, "Can I have ketchup?" They're like, "It's coming in 2 weeks."
Oh, yeah, so
You know,
there's
like,
an embargo. I forgot.
yeah, it's like, "Oh, can I have mustard?" What? Hey, I did that by accident, actually. That's so weird. I did that by
That's such
accident.
an inside joke for only people who know Gabe. Oh, that's
so
funny.
stupid.
Hey, listen, you'll have fun. Who
Yeah,
cares?
yeah.
It's one
The
week.
beach is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have pina coladas.
You can get
Oh,
shit face every day. It's gonna be
I'm
great.
on the
Cheap
beach.
drinks.
Yeah.
Take a lot of the
Free drinks.
free drinks.
or
Yeah, but
free
you gotta tip. I should have kept a few
Yeah.
dollars.
It's gonna be good. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find everybody. I'm gonna give everybody $2.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'm gonna give everybody like $10.
I'm gonna give everyone $2. We went from 5 to 2 right away. Yeah.
And then I'm good for the week or something. You know. Hopefully, you know what I'm looking forward to. Maybe there might be karaoke.
Oh,
I would love to
nice,
sing karaoke with a bunch of
nice.
drunken assholes.
Nice. Oh, listen. There's no way you're not gonna have fun. First
Yeah.
of all, your girlfriend's gonna be finally not stressed
Yeah, she's gonna be done.
because she's done with her thing, so she's gonna party like crazy. You
I
guys
know.
gonna fight on the beach.
Yeah,
She's gonna beat your ass
Oh, man.
on the volleyball court.
yeah. Oh,
You're gonna be tanning. You come back. You're
Yeah.
gonna come back black. It's gonna be so
Yeah.
cool. You're gonna be my new black cool friend.
yeah. Change the logo. Of her-
Yeah, exactly. Just use a Sharpie to sharpen darken your skin. Oh, so nice. Now I want to go on vacations again.
yeah.
Yeah, because I came back and I'm not working yet. So I did a show. We did a show on Sunday. I'm doing a show tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me is like, I just want to
I know. I
be
just.
a bon vivant and live.
I know. Like if.
I wonder how long I can do it before getting bored again.
Like I can't imagine like a guy that makes it. Let's say look like Louis C.K. did a thing. He made like I don't know $2 million in that one night between like ticket sales and like online shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And now he's taking a year off.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I would take the rest of my life. I would live. I don't know. I would take the rest of my life
Yeah.
off and just my whole life would then be a vacation.
Yeah, but I don't think
One show, then goodbye.
Well, if you listen clearly, he said, "I love what I do because I love traveling. I love traveling too. I haven't found a way to monetize comedy enough so that I just
Yeah.
get to travel all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Once you monetize comedy, now we're doing well in Montreal,
Yeah.
but to do well across the world so that you can travel all the time. Because I would do what I did at maybe during class, like at New Orleans. If I had a
Yeah.
show that night,
Sure, that'd be cool.
you just go do a show and then the same, like the next day you just party and you go visit the plantation and then you go eat good food.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever had gumbo?
No.
It is.
What is it?
I'm not sure, but it's like a soup.
Yeah.
It's not thicker than a soup.
Stew.
Stew, maybe it's a stew with like vegetables a little bit and rice.
Vegetables, rice.
It's brown.
Okay.
It looks bad. Look at it. Like looks like a
Yeah.
diarrhea, and you put rice on it.
I don't like for some reason. I
It's
like rice.
delicious.
I like soup. I like stew. Whenever soup and rice mix together, I get scared. Don't you get scared? You're like, I don't know. It might be weird textures. And
I fully trusted my black waiter.
okay.
Because I ordered something. He's like, "Can I recommend something better?" And he had the cool expressions like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, man, you gotta enjoy it to the max." I always kept saying that. Like you gotta live life to the max. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Like
yeah. Peter Bowen.
You know, Peter Bowen has "It is what it is."
Yeah. You gotta-
Every cool black person I met had a
had a catchphrase.
like a soul
Yeah.
rhythm to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw.
Skeet, skeet.
No, it was a black girl, and she was like singing jazz.
Oh.
Yeah, we went to see jazz. It was so nice. Well, we found a shisha place.
Really?
Only shisha place I found that was open.
Gumbo
But you had-
flavored.
yeah. You had to sit outside. Those are the only Lebanese restaurants we found.
That's cool. When I was in when I drove down to Florida with my grandmother when I was like
Yeah.
a kid, we stopped at a Denny's
Mm.
or we had a black waiter, and the waiter was really cool. And
Yeah.
he memorized our whole order by heart. Damn. And he was like, "Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.
So good.
Thank you, everybody." And we wanted to give him a good tip.
It's crazy because when we went to eat, we went to a restaurant. We went to called Pesh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a French name. French word. It was a seafood place. It was the best seafood I ever eaten. In my
Yeah?
life. And
Fuck.
the place was so packed, and we didn't have a reservation, so they sat us at the oyster bar.
Mm-hmm.
So in front of us, we had like a guy who's been working in oysters for 25 years.
Wow.
Big black guy, and he was chucking oysters. And he's like, "Hey man," like he was talking with such heavy accent that we didn't fully understand what he
Yeah.
was saying, but he was so entertaining. Yoshi dreams of sushi. No,
Yeah.
what's
It's like Jiro.
Jiro? Yeah, exactly. Jiro dreams of sushi. Well, this guy was like Tyrone dreams of oysters.
Okay.
He was so talented. He's like, he was cutting it, and he was
Wow.
so mesmerizing to look. I just wanted his approval so
Yeah.
much. I wanted him to like me.
Damn.
I'm strangely attracted to men who are really good at their job.
No, I know
Like
what you mean. I know
it's
what you mean.
like I just want you to tell me
Yeah.
I'm a good boy.
I feel like America has so many people, and there's so many people doing so many different things that you don't really run into that. Like I always run into the same kind of people: a guy working at the gas station,
Yeah.
a guy working at the couche-tard or the grocery store. And if you even go to a restaurant, you're just like, there's the waiter, and then. But like in America, I feel like it's so vibrant. Like everyone's just on top of each other to the point where it all just overlaps, and you can experience so many different people at the same time. You know. But here it's like, I see it's so spread out.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? I don't
because
know.
when we go to America, we go to explore. You don't go to explore really in Canada. You
I
don't live like a tourist
In
your
Montreal, I go for walks and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
in the summertime it's different, I guess.
Yeah.
The summertime
Yeah.
it's way different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went for a walk yesterday for a bit, and I was like, "What am I going?" I went back in the house like, "This is shit. What am I doing? It's so cold."
I like going for cold walks. I
Yeah.
haven't done some in a long time, but it
Mhm.
was nice. You wear 2-3 pairs of pants and then you just disappear.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I know. I used to do it during the pandemic when it was like beginning of the pandemic. It was getting like cold as
Yeah.
fuck. And all the bars are closed, and all
Yeah.
the comedy was done. And Claire was like, "You need to leave the house because you're going crazy." So I would dress like crazy. I would buy 2 big cans of beer and just drink and walk in like the blizzard, like a fucking yeti. People would be terrified.
You're the only one. The streets are empty.
I know.
That was a good feeling when you're walking in the
Yeah,
streets.
it
are
was kinda cool.
empty. Oh, it was great. Loved
Yeah.
it.
I miss
We'll
isolation.
never have a pandemic.
No,
I don't think we'll ever have like a full 4 months of nothing. I think that
Yeah.
we should have. We always say that. What is the name? What's that word expression again? Like when you look at something in the past. Like
Hindsight 2020.
Yeah. We had a. I mean, I made a lot of memes and like funny jokes that I posted, but we could have. Like that was never gonna happen again. No one was
No.
working. We were getting money from the government.
Yeah.
And we could just do nothing.
Who knows? Something might come up. Like a
Yeah.
like
Need someone to go to China and come back with another virus or something.
somebody said, or I read a report that chances are we'll get America's going to get in war with China in 2025 or something.
No,
That's what I read. I don't know if the guy's
No.
right or wrong, but it was like some minister
so
of
much money.
self-defense.
No. There's so much money
Mm-hmm.
in like between those two countries. Everything that we have here is made in China.
I know, but I think
Really?
I think that's gonna they're slowly like trying to take that back a little bit. Makes sense. You know, make more shit in America because shit in China isn't as cheap as it once was, right?
It's still extremely cheap.
But compared to places like Mexico, it's cheaper and they're more skilled in Mexico. So it depends how far your dollar is gonna go, you know. But I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm no doctor here.
I mean, eventually everything's gonna be made by robots. That's what I
Yeah.
noticed, man. Because I told you I went to visit a plantation because I'm like, okay, this is fun. I'm enjoying the music. I'm enjoying the art. But Louisiana is known for slavery. You know?
Yeah.
They
Oh
had,
yeah.
like-
You never talk about the plantation.
Yeah.
What
So we bought tickets to visit the swamps.
what
and
type of plantation was it?
It was a sugarcane plantation. It is
Oh.
one of the most famous one. I think it's called Oak Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, so you go there by bus. Far, it's from the city center. So you go there, you get there by bus. And when you see it, it is mesmerizingly beautiful. The
Wow.
owner's house, like the landowner,
Okay.
because he was like one of the richest, wealthiest man in
Yeah.
the South.
Wow.
And it's picturesque.
Was it like Django kind of style?
Yeah, where it's like you have a big house and a huge like imagine
Yeah.
a football field, and it's just trees,
Wow.
like humongous 200-300-year-old trees,
Damn.
and you walk. It's
Racist trees.
It's racist trees. It's just hypnotizingly beautiful, and you're like, whoa! You're blown away by how
Uh-huh.
beautiful the house is, and then behind the house is where the slaves lived,
Castration.
and
time.
that's just sad.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so sad.
Oh.
Dude, slavery was horrible.
Yeah.
Like you leave this place and you're like, man, people did this.
It's not
You know?
fucked. I know.
It's funny. Like I was in stand up mode. I'm like, okay, let me just absorb as much as I can.
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't see a single black
Tourist.
Not black tourists. First of all, and second of all, no black employees. Except like the new owner of the land. Like, we listen. I think there was like one black employee, and everybody else was like, "Hey, well, hi there, honey, a cupcake, just white." You know what I mean? Just because you can't have too many black employees at the plantation. That just doesn't look.
Yeah, I know.
Like good marketing.
They have to be management probably.
There was one, and she was just like giving everyone attitude. I'm like, all right.
Really?
She's
Oh
like,
my God.
It was funny. She's lovely. She was selling mint juleps, but it's just it was. And as I said it yesterday on the show, it costs $120 to go visit the plantation. $120.
So much money?
Doesn't even come with an N-word pass. Like, that's crazy. You would think they would give you one or two.
There should be
with
like
that
a
money.
room where you can yell it into a pillow, into like a slave's pillow,
Oh god.
and like a little teddy bear that belonged to the kid.
Oh, they didn't have teddy
Kick it
bears
around.
at all.
It's like a rock with like a stick attached to it that had like a little.
The
Anyway.
thing that made me the most sad, and I forgot that. It's funny how you just forget that. So, slaves came from Africa, right?
Yeah.
And they came to New Orleans because it's a big port that opens to the ocean. So you have the Gulf. So this is where they drop the slaves, and they go up the Mississippi River because water, sugarcane, blah blah blah. So that was like the first wave of slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Then these slaves made babies. So let's say you're a slave owner, okay? You buy a woman.
Yeah.
You buy a woman and her 4 kids. These kids
Mm-hmm.
have never known freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You're born a slave.
Yeah. You're born a property.
That's
Yeah.
in the mansion. They had like historical papers, and they had a paper of like how much each slave cost. And then you have like an old lady with like $200, and a seamstress with her 4 kids was like $2,000.
Oh wow.
Why? Because she had a talent. She's a seamstress. She's 20 and she has 4 kids,
Mm-hmm.
which means you're gonna have 4 slaves on the house.
Yeah. Generational.
And you're reading this, and it's like, holy moly, man. And here's the funny thing. Well, not funny. Here's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
They all spoke French
Yeah.
because New Orleans used to be like a French
colony.
colony. So you had a lot of French people live there. So the original N-word was French.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah.
It's not English.
What is it then?
I'm not gonna say it. It's
Was there actually a word?
yeah. It's like N-E accent G-R-E.
Where'd you read this?
What do you mean? Where I read this?
Oh, it's an
course.
actual. Okay, it's not.
It's a like take the N-word, put it in French. It's that.
Ah.
So you're like, oh, so it's the French version we shouldn't use also.
Boo.
That's what I mean.
I know. Yeah. But
What's funny? What?
are people using? Do people actually use it back then that much?
Well, yeah, it wasn't Gabriel. It was like this N-word. You know what I mean? It's like referring to. He's a doctor.
Yeah.
He's an accountant.
Oh.
He's a.
So it wasn't even. It was literally like what you were.
Yeah, because.
And then later on, it became like, "Don't call me that. That's my
course.
slaves, and that's disrespect." Okay, yeah.
But like because like in Spanish, it means black.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just like, oh, that's my
Brother.
if you want, that's my it's just crazy to see it on paper, to see like Joanna, 50-year-old, $200, because and it's well made. Like they had like 2 lists, because one of the lists, like, okay, let's say the lady who owned the manor, it's like she went shopping, so she bought like 2 dozen eggs, 20 cents.
Okay.
So they had a list of things she would buy.
Wow.
And right next to it, they had a list of all the slaves that they bought.
Okay.
And you would watch it and you're like, oh my God.
And it was like from the store, or how did you buy a slave?
I don't know. I'd probably go to the slave market. Like, we didn't visit the slave markets.
Oh,
I just visited the
shit.
plantation. It shocked me. It shocked me to my core, because the house was so beautiful.
Uh-huh.
The whole terrain was so beautiful.
People still live in that
And
house?
No, now
It's just a museum, or
now it's not a museum. It's like an open house, kind of owned,
Airbnb?
kind of owned by the last owner of the place.
Wow.
But the the tourist guide who was explaining, it was a bit vague, I find, in explaining. He was very white.
It's my
And
house. It's
that's
my house.
another thing. Like you meet. I don't know if you've ever met a German and you ask them about the Holocaust.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. I haven't. I've always
Yeah.
ever just made jokes
Yeah,
from a stage about up to a German.
when I was young, I remember asking, and he's like, "It's part of our history.
Yeah.
We can't change about it. That doesn't mean I'm not proud to be German,
Mm-hmm.
but every history has every culture has a dark past.
Yeah.
Just you accept it." The tour guide who was explaining here, and he was telling us like, "Oh yeah, this is where you blah blah blah. This is." He was telling this is another shocking image, just to give you an idea of like the there's imagine a big kitchen, not a kitchen table, not kitchen, what do you call it when you eat? Dining room table.
Dining room.
So it's like in Django, big dining room
Okay,
table,
yeah.
but it's the south, so it's extremely hot. So the
Yeah.
way they would keep air over the
Circulate.
food and keep like so the mosquitoes doesn't come in, is that they had a fan on top. So imagine like a big piece of wood that does this.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Okay, so they would have this, but there's no robots to do this. So it was
a
attached.
guy.
It was attached to a rope that goes up and then goes down, like pulley system, and it was like a boy because you're not gonna have an adult.
Yeah. Okay.
You need an adult to go work on the sugarcane. So it was like imagine like a 7-year-old or a 5-year-old, and all he did is this:
Damn.
just pull the rope
Okay.
just to keep the air flowing for hours. As long as the owner was eating with his guests, you just had a child
That's wild.
just doing
man.
this, and I was imagining it, and I was like, this is crazy.
God damn.
This is crazy. I wonder if in 200 years we're gonna visit like Elon Musk's house, like we visit, you know what I mean? Or like let's go visit. What's the name of the guy who owns Amazon?
Bezos.
Bezos. We're gonna go visit Bezos' house
Yeah.
in 200 years, and like and these were the slaves who worked at the Amazon,
Oh, the factories.
factory.
Yeah.
and this is his house because it's kind of similar. I see the
Yeah,
similarities.
It is like that. It is because you're paying them base in relation to what he's
Yeah.
making.
Yeah.
He's paying them basically
Yeah.
like in his
Yeah.
mind, like oh, just free.
It's
I'm paying them nothing.
a plantation is dirty beauty.
Yeah.
Because you see the giganticness of the house, and you're blown away by how
Yeah.
beautiful everything
And
is.
then, but the history.
And then you're like,
behind
oh, this is where it came from, and you just
Fuck.
feel dirty. That's why I like paintings like this. There's no slaves, unless you tell me that the blue paint came from like
it. Like a
the eyes of
Yeah.
a child.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
yeah. Even that that'd be
Oh,
kind of
God.
interesting.
What about you? How was your week?
Pretty good. I saw a movie yesterday.
Oh.
I hated it.
Finally.
I hated this movie. It's an Eddie Murphy movie that just came out. I don't know if you've seen
Oh,
this.
you people.
I thought it was gonna be.
Eddie Murphy.
I thought it was gonna be Eddie Murphy. Holy shit! It's Eddie Murphy.
You heard
Who
it?
rang that doorbell?
You heard it. It's probably Amazon.
Oh, okay.
One of the many useless things that I buy on Amazon. Maybe a slave. All right, yeah.
Mm.
So you people, I saw the commercial.
I thought it was gonna be awesome.
Seems like a lot of comedy based on awkwardness.
Oh, you know what? Okay, it's funny. I didn't watch the commercial. It is a lot of like that. But okay, so get this. It's about like whatever, a white guy, Jonah Hill, meeting a black woman, and then he has to. It's kind of like Meet the Parents a little bit,
Uh-huh.
where he meets the father. The father's black, and then he's Jewish. So it's a black Muslim family meeting a Jewish white family,
Yeah.
right? And there's a lot of like butting heads. I thought it was gonna be, like Meet the Parents, like fun. Eddie Murphy, hey man, motherfucker, get out of here.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's like the most serious. He's not funny at all in it. The whole time he's like whispering. He's like, hey man, you're dating my daughter. Okay, do a pressure Eddie Murphy.
Shit! I told you. A pitiful. I just me doing impression of Eddie Murphy doing other people. I was like, hey man.
Eddie
Hey,
Murphy.
man.
I love Eddie Murphy so much. I think I love every Eddie Murphy movie. He's so funny. He didn't do one funny thing in it. Okay.
Nothing?
That he didn't. He was he turned up the funny. It was 0 the whole movie. He turned it up to like 3 for like 3 seconds, and then it was gone. Whatever. But that's not even what pissed me off the most. Not even pissed me off. So the whole movie is them fighting about who is the most persecuted. Was it Jewish people or was it black people? So the whole time the Jewish people were like, oh well, we were sent off to and then the dad is David Duchovny.
Yeah. So
Wow,
hot.
he was hilarious.
He's
in it.
so hot.
He's old as fuck now. He's kind of like, but he's still like really hot still.
Yeah.
And he was funny. He said like the Jews were the original slaves. And Eddie Murphy's like, you mean so you're going back 3,500 years ago? Okay. Which is funny. They're like it's so detached from Jewish people right now. Right?
Yeah.
Like they're not.
Of course, yeah.
They're not Egyptians. That's walking like an Egyptian, you know. They're Jews. Oh, even Claven.
It's funny. I wonder if I would, like how I felt when I visited Plantation, like the Dirty Beauty. I would like how beautiful
think
and
about that?
grandiose. If I would go see the pyramids,
Yeah.
would I also like, oh my god, oh my god, think of all the poor people, all the poor slaves that died
Maybe,
to
but
build
there
this.
wasn't. There won't. Not going to
Or
be
the
like
aliens. I don't know who
Yeah.
built it. whoever built that.
or
I wonder-
the aliens.
I wonder how many aliens died building the pyramids.
So the whole movie, they're in different homes, and it's like really nice houses, and it's fun. Like I had such a hard time like understanding or relating, because the whole time they're like, my people went through this, my people went through that, and they're like, no, my people went through this, and I was thinking like, these two families are both super super rich.
Yeah.
Rich, like not just like, you know how some guy in the West Island has like
Yeah.
a house that's
Yeah.
like normal middle.
No, they're super
These
rich.
are upper middle class people
Yeah.
complaining, and I'm thinking, at this point, there's no race. You both
you're
are
rich.
just rich people,
Yeah.
and now it's us versus them. Like, oh, poor people
Yeah.
went through this, and they're like not even a race anymore.
Yeah,
They're
no.
just rich people
Yeah.
complaining
They're
about
a class.
Exactly.
They went from being a race to being a class.
to a class, and the class, and Claire was telling me it's like, because I come from immigrants, right? You
Yeah,
come from
yeah.
immigrants, and Claire was saying she was reading an article saying that Park X is considered one of the most poorest neighborhoods in Canada, but I never saw it as poor. I didn't really even get it, and she said you're in a particular situation because your parents were whatever. Let's say you're one generation away from immigrants,
Yeah.
but you're a white person, so you don't associate yourself with being an immigrant because I'm a Canadian, right? But I'm still was in the lower class as if I was an immigrant.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a hard time understanding what these people.
Yeah, you're not rich yet.
No, but the thing is, it's like I didn't understand, like, why are they? I guess it's a really badly written movie,
Yeah.
right? Where they're
Well-
just complaining
Well,
about.
that's you hear, for example, like who complains the most about racism?
Uh-huh.
It's like white girls who go to university.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's written by
Because-
Jonah Hill. This guy's a white woman, basically.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the fact that you got to go to university, especially in America, you're upper class. It's,
Mhm.
We paid what $20 to have a bachelor degree. Like, it was super cheap. Over
Yeah.
there, it's like 60,000, 70,000. Plus
yeah.
you have to leave your house. You have to rent a room or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's a completely different world. But that's normal. That's just people
I
trying
felt it
to-
was so.
trying to like, oh, I have pain.
It-
Yeah,
it-
but you're
it-
rich
it
and
was- it
you're
was-
eating foie gras. or
Yeah,
whatever.
it was like a little bit tasteless because the majority of America could like barely afford a Netflix account to see
Yeah.
this movie, and it's just like white and black people all
Yeah.
just like dancing, and they're like. There's one point in the movie. I'm gonna ruin the movie because you're never gonna watch it. 'Cause
Never.
it's shit anyway. So like they call off the wedding because their parents argue about race so
Yeah.
much to the point where they're like, our parents are never gonna get along. So, and I'm thinking that you guys are so rich, you can call off a wedding one day, and then I would be like, we need to get married. I cannot afford not to get married. What are you kidding me?
We're having the party. We need the money from everyone who visits to pay off the wedding.
Exactly. Oh, it was like a fantasy movie
Yeah,
where
of course.
rich people got to complain about topics.
Remember when I told you I bought a movie where it's like with Julia Dreyfus and Will Ferrell and they go skiing. And we're talking. That's the same movie.
Yeah.
But it's just black and white. It's the
Oh.
same. That upper middle class where you make like 5 million.
Yeah.
Your household income is 5 million a year.
Fuck, that's crazy.
That's pretty much that's for those people.
And also, okay, so this is so funny. So Jonah Hill,
Yeah.
he works in finance, right? But he's also, his hobby is podcasting.
Ah.
But like they're looking at his studio. This is our studio, right? It's
Yeah.
a very humble studio.
Yeah.
Nothing. Their studio, they're like, oh, we're poor. But his studio was huge. It was like, and it was beautifully set up. The cameras were like $10,000. They had like a huge background, all this shit. And then they're like, podcast, nobody listens to it. And I'm like, what do you like? That's not what a podcast nobody listens to looks like. And then finally he makes it at the end, and it's not just a podcast. It's like he has like people doing the camera. It looks like a CNN studio, and he makes it. And I'm like, it's almost like rich people trying to like show what people who have struggle look like.
Yeah,
they're so detached.
They're
it's
so
like
detached. They
like, is it-
forgot what poverty is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, you gotta. One day will be hopefully, if we work hard enough, your kids will be like this. Your kids will never. They won't know what it is to live. Like, how many did you have your own room when you were young?
Yeah, at a certain point I did. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
me too. At a certain point, I had my own room,
Yeah.
but my brother, because I was a troublemaker, so I had my own room. But my brother and my sister shared a room
Oh, okay.
with my grandma.
Whoa.
So they had like
that's
I had a
brutal.
I had a room maybe as big as this studio.
Yeah.
But it was my room. So I was the only one who had a room because I was crazy. I was just fight with my brother and my sister
Wow.
all the time. So my parents like, let's just lock him in his cage. But your kids will never experience like sharing a room with someone. First of all, if you're gonna have kids, you're gonna probably have one. So he's gonna be like enfant roi. He's gonna like. I look at Johnny's son. Johnny has a son, right?
Yeah.
And he's a unique kid. So he's different. Like when I see him, he's very comfortable being alone. But like a little bit of like you probably fought with your brother, right?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the dominant man in the house? You or
Yeah.
your brother. I did the same thing with my brother. It's normal. He doesn't have that. So when someone challenges his authority, he's like, he gets angry.
Wow.
And there's nothing I love more than pissing him off.
That's funny.
It's funny. Like when we went camping. We always go camping once a year. It's
Yeah.
like a Brokeback Mountain, but with his son. And we were climbing the mountain, but he wanted to be first. I'm like, no. So we just because he's tiny, he has tiny legs, so he would walk slowly. But he wanted to be first. Like he didn't want anyone in front of him. So he just kept walking in front of him, and he would just scream.
Really?
He would scream and shout. And his father is very quiet, very logical, smartest, one of the smartest men I know.
Yeah.
He would be like, "Well, just walk in front of him." He's like, "No, tell him to stop, so that I can walk in front of him." You know what I mean? And I'm like, "No, he needs to understand. If he wants to be first, he has to work for it."
Yeah.
His father knew. His father trusts me. I'm his godfather.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
So I'm like, no, let him.
Yeah.
So it took hours, and imagine we're in a forest with no one around us, and all you hear is a child going, Papa!
You screaming that much?
Not
Damn.
me. No, I wasn't screaming.
No, I know.
It's
I
a
know.
child.
The kid, but
The
he's
kid.
screaming that much
Because
Damn.
he doesn't understand why is he not getting what he wants.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking have a little brat of a boy and call him my guts. And no, you're gonna learn.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn. And he did. He finally did. And it was so beautiful
Wow.
and it's funny at the same time because he's walking really fast. And I slowed down because I saw he was putting effort into it. But he was like crying. He's like, j'ai mal aux pieds. Like my feet hurt. But he was like walking fast.
Wow.
But he got first. But he understood. Like getting first, it's not all happiness. You're gonna be in
it's hard,
pain.
yeah.
Your feet are gonna hurt.
Wow.
The celebrating first place is not that little second of glory is like hours of work and pain to get to that 1 second of glory to be first. So you really must want it to be first. So it's a lesson. He learned a lesson, but god damn, it was painful.
Wow.
Because I'm like, I'm not gonna break. Fuck you. Go back.
Yeah.
He was like, Papa, go tell him to slow down. Like
Damn.
that's how a child thinks. He's like, I want it. Go get it for me. Because he doesn't have a brother to always like bug him.
Put him in line or whatever.
Exactly. Or like, no, I'm just gonna piss him off. See what happens. He didn't have that. It's painful.
Interesting. Yeah.
So yeah, your kid probably gonna have one.
Maybe.
So you have to make sure it doesn't become a little brat.
I have a cousin. He was a remember I called it a single kid.
Yeah.
That was very funny. Were you a single kid? But he was an only child, and I was playing like this game with him, this fighting. Like it's kind of like I think it was Street Fighter, and I kept on whipping his ass, and he's like, no, and I whipped his ass, and he's like, let me win, and I just whipped his ass, and then he was screaming so much. I can't remember. I don't know if I ever let him win, but I think I just stopped. I left or something, and he's like, these crazy kids, man.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you don't. I think I told you before. I don't think parents should beat each other up, beat the kids up. But I think brothers and sisters, it's carte blanche. You should just 100%.
Damn.
Fighting with your brother is the first fight usually you have.
Yeah.
And it's why not do it with someone who you know won't kill you.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck. But I've seen fights like my stepbrothers or whatever stepbrothers, like my dad's ex-girlfriend's kids.
Yeah.
They were like, I think like one was my age and one was like 2 or 3 years older. And they'd be like 14 and like 16. And they would they're grown men just punching each other. And they were like athletic, scary looking dudes.
They were turned on, aren't they? They had like those abs, and they would like, oh, the sweat,
The
on
beads
their
on.
sexy bodies, and I would be like, oh God.
Show me your tits. And they were like, bang. They're like fucking so intense, like punching their arm, like their face, their bodies. Ooh, it's scary.
Yeah, it is scary, but it's scary within the house. You know, you get to like I used to fight with my sister a lot. I think we had this talk before. We used to fight, but she knows now she can access that crazy.
Ooh.
Like, you know, there's a lot of people who never get into fights. They freeze.
Yeah.
She won't freeze because she knows how to like the flip. This is crazy, and just choke someone and kill him with her bare arms. She could do it. She knows how to access that. It's important.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, man, that is fucked.
Why is it fucked? It's important.
No, but it's fucked that like. No, I'm just saying it's just the situation. It's like, it's intense.
Yeah, but it's okay. They're children. No one's getting really hurt.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my God. I did I don't know. I guess we switch subjects. I don't even know.
Maybe.
I did a VR comedy show yesterday.
You did?
I did another one. Rodney Ramsey, he messaged me, hey, you want to do... Apparently, his show is blowing up. Like, every show has, like, 50 people in there.
Oh, wow.
And they updated it to, like, handle it more. Because remember, I would do it. It would be, like, shitty. There'd be, like, 20 people, and they all would heckle. But now he's been doing it consistently for, like, a year now.
Yeah.
And they upgraded the capabilities, and everything's, like, better. And they can, like... if somebody heckles, they can kick him out immediately now. And I was like, nah. I said yeah, but I was like shitting. I was shitting my pants. I was like, fuck, dude. Like,
why?
Because like I didn't want to do it. Like I honestly didn't want to do it because like I was like, it's something new. I was like kind of nervous. It's comedians I never met, and it's like.
And you'll never meet.
I know, VR. But the thing is, it's so they have like two shows. The Monday show is kind of like a pro-am show where they can find new acts, and their Thursday show, it's like a real show. It's like a headliner, a middle. Like they had Derek Saget do their headliner show. They paid him and the Thursday show is a paid show, and it's crazy. And anyways, it's like 50 people. It's like a theater. Yeah. And I was closing the show, whatever. I just doing like 10 minutes or whatever. And so Miriam Khan was hosting.
Nice.
Isn't that crazy, Miriam Khan? I walk in, and I'm acting how I act in real life. Like I was kind of like hiding in the back. I was like all nervous. I was like, I could see through a corner her hosting and shit. She's getting laughs. And the laughter sounded like they must have fixed the audio because it sounded like an actual show, like waves of laughter. There's some people that sound like. So I was hanging out in the green room, just like my guy. I was like, and I was looking, and then I go on the stage, and dude, I destroyed in VR. It was like, bah! I had to like stop. I had to like they say in a theater or in a stadium, you have to like stop talking and wait for them. It was like that because everyone is a little out of sync a little bit with each other because one guy's getting the joke at a millisecond after or before. So it was like, it was really cool. I was like, fuck, dude. I was like shitting my pants, but I'm glad I did it. And I don't know why I was so anxious, but I'm glad it was fun. It was cool.
Did you open with like, I'm half Italian?
Yeah.
It's the same joke?
Destroyed, yeah.
And they get it?
Yeah. I just didn't do... I didn't howl or anything.
And how much of your face is it just like what do they see?
I wish I could show you. It's like just like an avatar that looks like me.
Okay, but no facial expressions. No.
There is like if you talk a certain way, it does change, and if you let's say talk loud, your mouth opens more and more. But I was holding a microphone kind of like this, so you're not really. It just looks like a guy doing, but it's not really. I did a joke where I had to like do kind of like a sound effect, and I don't know where the microphone was on the thing, so I kind of like smacked the headset, and then I was like, "Do you guys hear that?" or whatever. It was fun. It was cool.
How hard it would be to have like a Bonne Nuit VR show?
I don't think that's hard. I think we could for sure use his room. Like he has different rooms that he not rents out for free, basically. Like a live podcast, you mean, or
no, like a
stand-up show. Yeah, for sure, yeah. It's what's funny. I was like walking around, and I saw Goofy Well Done, and I was like, "What the hell, Goofy?" He wasn't on the show. I think he was just spying, and I was trying to follow him, and he was like, I was like, "Goofy, where are you going, Goofy?" And he's like, and he just disappeared. I was like, "What?" It was such a weird, and it was like a big building. It's weird. It feels like a real place. Like they upgraded the resolution a bit. Okay. So it feels better. I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to try it.
Yeah.
I wonder if,
it's every Monday, that show.
There must be others. There must be like a huge community of VR.
Yeah, there is, but I think that's the best run one. I went to
Mm.
another one. There's ones where like it's just the guy who runs it is fucking like an ass, like a crazy lunatic that like he gives people tomatoes that they could throw at the comedians and
I
shit.
don't care about that.
It's bullshit.
No, but I don't care.
No,
it's not
but-
real. Nothing.
No. The thing
I
is
can't
like
be hurt in a
you-
VR world.
No, I know, but it's not conducive to like a
Oh,
show. They
mm.
just end up just throwing tomatoes at you anyway, you know.
Mm,
So you
okay.
can't do anything. You're just like fuck off. Go, okay, I'm out of here. You know?
Okay, it's more like a heckling crowd
Yeah,
work
it's
show.
bullshit.
Okay.
But,
And you told me there was 50 people in the
Mhm.
audience. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 50
it was
people.
2 floors. It was like the bottom and then up, and it was all just like
Whoa.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
cool.
a theater.
yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, we can do it here. We have space. You can move a little.
Yeah, oh, for sure, 100% right here.
Mhm.
Yeah, right here. Well, I'll bring it
Okay.
next time. Maybe we can
Okay.
look at it.
Okay, cool. That's nice. Did you get paid? Was it a paid gig?
No, it was just no. It was like a.
Did the
pro.
audience pay? Like, how do they pay? Like, I guess PayPal?
I think in their private events, I think you have to pay and you get a link or something, right?
Mm,
And then
okay.
and it's like a private event. I think
Mm.
this was just like open. Like
Okay.
they put out the event, and like within like 10 minutes of them putting up the event, it was filled.
Oh, wow.
So I had to get there a little early.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can't get in.
And who was on the show? Like, as the comedians that you know?
Rodney, Miriam, and then like some dude from Toronto, a guy from like Vegas or something.
Mm.
There was a bunch all over, and one guy was like, there's a few really funny, some were okay. Yeah, no, Miriam was funny. It was weird hearing her jokes in
In VR?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do they hit?
yeah.
That's cool.
Especially 'cause she has a joke about The Last of Us, right?
Yeah.
And that's a TV show now.
Yeah.
So now it's like extra. It's super relevant now, you know?
She should change it to we're watching the show together.
Yeah.
I'll tell her when I'll see her.
That's
I think she's doing the show this Sunday.
Oh, nice.
I took my mug with me, so I was drinking my coffee with you every day in New
Oh.
Orleans.
Nice.
Oh, I'm excited. Are you excited for Cuba?
Yeah, I'm not good at being excited for things though, 'cause I'm not excited until I'm there.
Mm.
Like I don't understand. Like I am excited now for Glastonbury coming in June. Fucking Guns N' Roses are playing.
Oh, wow.
Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
Guns N' What do you mean? Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, but you're going to shit in a hole.
Welcome to the
Totally.
jungle. We got fun and
Oh,
games.
he's old. He's like, welcome to the jungle.
No, he's really good again.
We're good.
He's like Slash. Oh, and then
Where's my bidet?
Aphex Twin might be there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, first show in 4 years.
Oh, wow.
They're saying, yeah.
He's going to be a guy with...
Yeah? Well, you went to see a black club.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but then I went to a washroom that had Wi-Fi.
Oh, there's Wi-Fi there. It's sponsored by a phone company.
It's funny. You know, like when you go on vacations, a lot of bars have Wi-Fi. That you can
Mhm.
ask for Wi-Fi. That wasn't the case in New Orleans.
Hmm.
Like our hotel had a Wi-Fi,
Okay.
but every other place we had to like find a Starbucks to use their Wi-Fi. But
Oh,
most
weird.
places didn't have Wi-Fi.
Plantation
for,
did, you
for
said.
the plantation had a Wi-Fi. It's so funny. The gift shop had a Wi-Fi. To
Oh,
be
wow.
more correct, plantation gift shop had a Wi-Fi.
What was the Wi-Fi password?
Oh God, I'm not gonna go there. the South the South shall win again. $1,
Yeah.
$2, $3 sign.
Alamo.
KKK.
Okay, yeah. Oh, gee, that's funny.
Yeah, it was interesting not to do comedy for 4 days
Uh-huh.
and just be funny because I was making people laugh
Yeah.
like in real life. I was
Yeah.
making Johnny laugh. I was making Johnny laugh.
That's,
I was making Johnny laugh, and I was making like people I would
Yeah.
meet and girls and
Nice.
black people and white people and no Asians and
No Asians?
no.
No invasion?
No Asian invasion. Nope. So funny. There was a moment, when you're stupid by choice.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the bus going to the swamp, and the bus driver also super entertaining. Every single person I met in the South
Yeah.
is funny and entertaining,
awesome.
white or black. Funny
That's
and
cool.
no one is like, hi, my name.
Yeah.
Like no accountants. Everyone is like they all have political correctness does not exist.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love it. Maybe they vote for Trump and they hate Arabs, but goddamn, they were funny and entertaining.
That's cool.
Anyways,
I mean,
the bus is like, guys, if you look to your right, you will see like a good view of the Superdome or whatever.
Okay.
So everyone on the bus just turns like this, and then I just turn like this. So everyone, like, look at this fucking idiot.
Do you speak English, motherfucker?
It's so funny.
That's funny.
You know, it's the nickname of the city is of New Orleans is the Big Easy.
Why?
And you know what's named after?
Mm.
Your mom.
Oh, she was big and easy and queasy.
Yeah, that's named after your
The
mom.
Big
Did you know
Easy.
that? It's crazy.
I don't know why my mom was whore.
She was.
Oh, I saw Louis. We saw Louis C.K. Right? You saw Louis C.K.
Yeah, I did.
That was a funny.
That was a
funny special.
funny
I was laughing
special.
a lot.
It makes me like I watched it, and again, I have wild dreams. I'm like, I'm not ready for. Yeah, I want to do theaters first. I want.
Oh yeah, dude, you kidding me? Like even the guys that like the people that opened for them,
They're
like
we don't know what to go.
they were doing comedy for like 20 years and they didn't know how to fucking know. Except for Adriana Palucci or whatever.
Yeah.
She was.
Well, as I said,
she
she
performed good.
She performed well for the camera.
Yeah.
I don't know if she performed well for the audience.
But she knows she's there for 10 minutes. You know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Have you ever performed in a circle?
I did. I don't know when. I don't know how. Oh, dude. Okay. Before I even like was doing comedy a lot. Like I signed up to do this show. I can't remember what it was called, but it was in Concordia, and it was part of this art installation. And it's like 10 artists doing different things. Like one person did like a dance, one person was juggling. It was all super super serious.
Yeah.
And I did stand up. I don't know why I signed up for this thing. And all my jokes, like I thought they were so disgusting. I think it was like even I was like talking about like MILFs and shit, and my outfit was so nasty, and my hair was like long but shitty. I looked like a fucking dickhead. And after your performance, they have to then talk about the performance.
Oh God.
And it was like people were like so offended, like they were so, and it was in a circle. And dude, if I wish I could do that now.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It would be so much more fun because it was packed. So it was like in a black box theater, so many people around you, and one guy in the audience, like he did the clown, like, and he's like, well, I do comedy, and I was such a dick. I was like, clown isn't comedy. I said.
Yeah, Louis
They
C.K.'s line
hated
is
me.
like, if a clown was funny, he would be a stand-up.
Yeah. Fuck.
The only reason you're a clown is because you can't do stand-up.
I know, but I couldn't do stand up. I was so bad, dude.
I did stand-up once in a circle. It wasn't even a circle. It was just surrounded by people. It was like a tiny. Chris had a show in a Jamaican restaurant, or like a auntie from the like island restaurants with like plantains and jerk chicken and stuff.
Oh, where he's from?
Yeah, I think so.
Something Ghana or whatever.
No.
Where's he from?
Chris
Chris Dolger, you mean? Right?
Well, he's from Africa.
Chris?
Yeah.
Chris Dolger?
Yeah.
He's from Ghana, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or is he from like one of the islands? I think he's from the islands.
Okay.
Anyway.
He keeps saying he's Guyanese. Anyway, whatever.
Anyway, so it was like in a Jamaican-y Creole restaurant. It was very small, and so I was standing and I was surrounded by people.
Wow.
I was just surrounded by people.
Cool.
So like I would talk and I would turn, and I think there was no mic, so I would like do jokes like this and then I would turn.
Wow.
So I had to keep everyone. I had a good set. I did it with rest in peace Andrew Albert. I don't know if you remember Andrew Albert. Yeah, he was there, and he did a good job too.
Vaccine got him.
I had a joke about being McDonald's. He's like, it's a bit hacky. You should drop it. I'm like, thank you. Gave me good advice. But that was the only time. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. But I was like watching Louis C.K. I'm like, I want to do. It would be fun to do that, but I want to do like theaters first.
Well, because he's so.
So good.
Yeah, God, and oh God, it's so perfectly subtle for that. Like every little gets a laugh, you know. They're so in tuned, and he's so in tune with what he's saying.
You know how I told you I feel about I want the approval of black people who are really good at their job. Everyone who went to see him, they're like, they want to absorb him so much because he's so talented.
Yeah,
he's like
the
whatever he does, they're like. He was a bit indulgent, I find, in some of his jokes because he knew that he would get a laugh.
Yeah,
Sometimes I find like what's the name of the Hot Pockets guy?
Jim Gaffigan?
Jim Gaffigan. I watched a couple of his special. I'm like, okay, you know you're being loved. That's why you're allowing yourself to be so indulgent in some of your jokes.
But I think it's because it's funny. You can tell like he knows he's killing, so he's kind of really into it.
Yeah.
But when we saw him in Ottawa,
Who? Louis? Okay, yeah.
It was more. I think it was more raw. It
Yeah.
was more gritty.
Yeah.
It was more like nasty.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
there were some nasty things, like the part where he said like you can cut off a penis and it goes in the soup. Remember that? But a vagina, you can only just scoop it out. But
It's still a vagina.
still a vagina, which is the most like sexist thing.
That's sexist.
I think it's like no matter what, like a man can change, but a woman, no matter what,
Yeah,
will
she's
always
always
be a
be-
woman. It's so nasty. It's so intense. Anyway, it was good.
Well, talking about comedy, we have a cool show this Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Kyle Morin closing the show, guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. Another bald comedian closing the show.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Yeah, we have Mariam Khan is on the show. We have Kyle Morin closing. Sirag
Nice.
Millennium making a comeback as well. And a couple of other people that I
Slew.
don't remember right now.
Yeah, and we have a show February.
Yeah, and February, guys, we're 50%.
Almost, yes, 50% sold.
The show is in a month, and we're 50% already sold out.
So come out,
So
baby.
yeah,
I'm Water
February
Club.
17th. We'll post the poster tomorrow
Uh-huh.
with the poster of the show for
Okay.
the February 17th
Yeah.
show. And we have we'll tell them.
Yeah,
in
we
March.
have more shit.
more shows,
We have
baby.
more shit in the stew coming up.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Yeah, it's
It
good.
was a fun one.
Good
Yes.
And yeah, and subscribe and give us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple. I
Yes.
always forget to post that shit.
Yeah, give us 5 stars. We're doing very well on YouTube,
Yeah.
but we have like 19 votes on Spotify or something.
Yeah, we need more stars.
Yeah, we need
To-
more
to
stars.
people say, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and come to the shows. Come to the shows.
Comes this way.
All right. Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.
Bye. Bonjour.